Hopecore rituals, daily micro uplifts to boost mood. What if I told you that you could rewire your brain for hope in just 2 minutes a day? Not through toxic positivity or pretending everything's fine, but through scientifically backed micro rituals that actually work. Today, we're diving into Hopecore rituals, the structured way to build genuine optimism that lasts. You've probably seen Hopecore content flooding your feeds, those aesthetic videos of sunrises, kind strangers, and motivational quotes. But here's the thing. Consuming hopeful content isn't the same as cultivating hope. Real hope isn't passive. It's a skill you can develop, and I'm about to show you exactly how. I'm here to give you practical tools that go deeper than surface-level positivity. These aren't just feel-good exercises. They're evidence-based practices that train your brain to spot opportunities instead of just problems. Let's start with the science. Your brain has something called a negativity bias. It's wired to scan for threats and problems. This kept our ancestors alive, but in modern life it can keep us stuck in cycles of worry and pessimism. The good news? Neuroplasticity means we can literally rewire these patterns through intentional practice. Here are 3 game-changing Hopecore rituals you can start today. Morning ritual. The 3 good things launch. Before you even touch your phone tomorrow morning, identify 3 things you're genuinely looking forward to that day. Not huge things. Maybe it's your first sip of coffee, a conversation with a friend, or even just finishing a small task. Write them down or say them out loud. This simple practice trains your brain to start each day in anticipation mode rather than dread mode. You're literally programming your neural pathways to look for positive possibilities. Midday ritual, the evidence hunt. When stress hits during the day, and it will, pause and become a detective for hope. Look for micro-evidence that things can work out. Maybe you notice a stranger helping someone, a plant growing through concrete, or you remember a small problem that somehow resolved itself last week. This isn't about ignoring real problems. It's about training your attention to also notice the evidence of resilience and possibility that's always around us. You're building what I call a hope database that your brain can access during tough times. Evening ritual. Progress mining. Instead of replaying everything that went wrong today, actively mine for progress. Did you learn something new? Show kindness to someone. Solve even a tiny problem. Progress often hides in plain sight. Then, identify one specific thing you're curious about tomorrow. Having a thread to pull creates natural forward momentum and gives your mind something positive to process while you sleep. Here's what makes these rituals so powerful. They're building 3 core components of sustainable hope. First, agency. The belief that you can influence your circumstances. Second, pathways. The ability to see multiple routes to your goals. And third, motivation. The emotional fuel to keep going. The emergency toolkit. But what about those moments when you need hope right now? Here are 3 30-second hope boosters. Pattern breaking. Change one tiny thing about your environment. Move to a different chair. Step outside for 30 seconds, or put on different music. Sometimes the smallest shift can unlock a new perspective. Future breadcrumbs. Imagine your future self looking back on this exact moment with compassion and wisdom. What would they want you to know? Micro acts of kindness. Do something tiny for someone else. Leave an encouraging comment, send a supportive text, or simply hold the door open. Contributing to others' hope often reignites our own. Inspiration, motivation. Here's what I want you to understand. Hope isn't naive optimism. It's not pretending everything's fine when it's not. Real hope is the active belief that you have the power to create positive change, even in small ways. It's choosing to plant seeds even when you can't see the full garden yet. Every time you practice one of these rituals, you're not just improving your mood, you're building psychological resilience. You're becoming someone who can find light in dark places. Not because you're ignoring the darkness, but because you've trained yourself to see possibilities that others miss. The most hopeful people aren't those who never face challenges. They're the ones who've developed the tools to navigate challenges, while maintaining their connection to what's possible. Practical application. Start with just one ritual that resonates with you. Attach it to something you already do, like drinking your morning coffee or brushing your teeth. The goal isn't perfection. It's building a toolkit of micro practices you can reach for when you need them most. Remember, your brain is constantly changing based on what you pay attention to. These rituals aren't just changing your mood, they're literally reshaping your neural pathways toward hope, resilience, and possibility. Small actions, done consistently, create extraordinary transformations. You don't need to overhaul your entire life to feel more hopeful. You just need to be intentional about training your brain to see what's already there. The evidence that things can and do work out. That people are fundamentally good, and that you have more power than you realize. Your hopeful future self is waiting for you to take the first small step. If this video helped you see hope in a new way, hit that like button. It helps us reach more people who need these tools. And if you want more evidence-based strategies for building mental wealth, subscribe and ring that notification bell. Your future self will thank you for investing in your mental fitness today. What's one Hopecore ritual you're going to try this week? Let me know in the comments below. I've read every single one, and your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Until next time, keep building your mental wealth.